win for the Indian team in the 5-match T20I series. And here we were predicting what a high-scoring encounter. Who's going to bet for a 300? Who's going to bet for the record score? Or at least 250 was taken for granted. It wasn't to be. But it was still a handsome performance from the Indian team. Of course, in the second half, 79 of Abhishek Sharma, the headline act, and the fact that India wrapping it up in 13 overs, chasing that total of 132 in front of them in less than 13 overs. Outstanding performance there with the bat. But then I think the real stars were the bowlers. I mean, that ensured that England don't go past 132, all of them amongst the wickets. But only one who didn't pick up wickets was Ravi Bishnoi, who also bowled very well. So great economy for most of them, and bowling performance also outstanding. You had wickets for Arshdeep 2, Hardik Pandya 2, Akshar Patel 2, but once again Varun Chakravarti with 3 scalps. So I know a lot of us will discuss about the fact that this, and we knew this, that toss was going to be crucial. But does anyone underestimate India's performance, considering the fact that they won the toss and got the best conditions to bat on in the second half? Because for a lot of people, it was kind of win the toss, win the game sort of a scenario. Or India has been outstanding irrespective of the toss.
I think India were outstanding. Look at the nature of the dismissals that happened for the England batters, barring Phil Salt. Phil Salt got a brute of a delivery from Arshdeep. But apart from that, all the batters, England time immemorial, 200 plus years, can't play spin. Can't play spin. I mean,
that's what we said in the mid-inning show also. Yeah.
Kachra highlighted in 1893.
A lot of people who didn't see you in the mid-inning show,
Yeah. Kachra highlighted in 1893. It's only gotten worse in 2024. 2025. I mean, look at it.
Just before some people believe it, Lagan was a fictional story.
Film, yes.
Okay? No, because he's quoting it with so much confidence, people will actually believe that in 1893 there was indeed a match.
And there was no Indian captain called Bhuvan.
But Endmate says, na, Bhuvan ke naam itihas ke panno mein kahin kho gaya. So that is why. There's no written, but then again, look at it.
Amitabh Bachchan's voiceover.
Yes. 12 overs, 1 maiden, 5 for 67. Akshar Patel had conceded 15 in 1 over. 3 overs, 7 runs. And the classic case is, look at the way Bethel fell, Jacob Bethel fell. Look at the way Butler's 68 showed that was a good pitch to bat on if you applied yourself. But look at all the others. Harry Brook struggling. Oh, okay, got 2 fours and a 6. But remove that. Undone, totally undone. Livingston, totally undone. So that is why it is faulty technique.
Did you say Bethel 68 or did
no,
you say
I said
Butler's?
Butler.
Achha, just
yeah. Bethel, I mean, look at the RCB guys combined. 7 runs today of 19 balls.
He never leaves an opportunity to throw RCB. Where did RCB come from?
I mean, Salt, 0 of 3. Then you got Jacob Bethel, 7 of 14. And then you've got, that's it. 7 of...
same ground where RCB were bundled out for 49.
Exactly. Livingston, 0 of 2. Livingston, sorry, I forgot.
Livingston also, yeah.
So, 2 zeros, 007. You want Thala for a reason?
You got James Bond over there, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, that's why, 7 of 19. Poor technique, only summed up by the fact that look at how Abhishek Sharma and the rest were playing. And Josh Butler, look at how he was playing. Simple.
Actually, when the match started, I did see the team selection, and I was surprised that they didn't pick Shami, and more surprised because you had not gone with another regular fast bowler. Because I thought just with one Arshdeep, and Hardik also is an all-rounder, so just one regular fast bowler, and you're going to rely on, let's say, a Nitish or a Hardik at that time. I thought they had. But what really surprised me even more was the outlook of both teams. Now, here's an English team that's gone with out-and-out pace attack. Here's an Indian team that's relying so much on spinners. And my first thought was clearly one captain is going to be left embarrassed at the end of the play because one person has read it incorrectly. But having said that, now I've concluded that it's actually neither of the captains that misread it. I think the right choice here would have been to go with fast bowlers. Looking at the amount of dew, you wouldn't want to take risks with so many spinners. I think India's strategy wasn't so much according to conditions, but I think the opposition. So just to reiterate your point, I think that one, that these three spinners had been doing really well. Two, that these three spinners are probably your only spinners that are okay with due sort of conditions. I don't think a Varun Chakravarti or a Ravi Bishnoi, to an extent Akshar Patel will mind. No, because they are quicker, no? And he's a wrist spinner.
Steady,
So
and they hardly turn
all,
the ball.
all bowlers,
Bishnoi, yeah.
all bowlers here, that's what I'm saying. The first year kind of spinners, and that they've been doing well. One, it would have been tough to drop any one of them. Two, that they are probably the only three spinners you have will be the least affected by dew. But most importantly, I think they saw England and they said, listen, doesn't matter the conditions, doesn't matter our lineup, doesn't matter even if we're going to get Shami to sit out, boss, get as many spinners as you want, because they're going to crumble. And we spoke about it. I think the real test of English batters, a lot of them came with a lot of reputation here, but we saw that happen with Harry Brook, that all the reputation, but in India he was struggling when he played the IPL. Yeah. And that is exactly what we were going to be talking about Jacob Bethel as well. Yeah. That coming with so much reputation. But let us see if you can really handle spin. And as it is turning out, England batters, with the exception of that one man,
Joss Butler.
who's always been doing it. Yeah. You've seen what the other batters have done.
Let's not look at even India. When Pakistan resorted to their spin-friendly track in Multan, look at how Noman Ali and Sajid Khan wrapped Harry Brook around. Harry Brook had no clue whatsoever.
England had scored 800 plus in the first test.
After that, combined, they couldn't score 800 in the two tests that came. So, spin always has been their kryptonite, and it will continue to be their kryptonite.
Yeah, I think if we, let's say, talk about England's, I think India's approach, obviously, to go in with, these many spinners, specifically when I, thought that, they went with Ravi Bishnoi ahead of a full-time seamer, that was definitely very surprising. But I think England, they never learn to play spin, and that's been the case, even in the West Indies also, let's say, the last time, the England have toured West Indies for any of the ODIs or the T20Is in the last 5 years or so, they have failed to win a series there also because of the slow conditions. They do struggle even against those West Indies spinners that are not really established at all. So I think it is definitely surprising, but to an extent, what I feel is that England, not just in their playing 11 today, I think overall also England do lack a good spinner who can actually support Adil Rashid. You cannot really always rely on Liam Livingston to get the job done. In today's case, obviously, your batters did not really step up to the plate, but then in the coming T20Is also, when you would need someone who can back up a certain Jofra Archer or an Adil Rashid, I don't think that they have the resources.
Before I get to how the two teams actually fared and the tactical bit, Nikhil said something at the start, whether this was to do with conditions or whether this was to do with one team outplaying the other. I think it's the latter for me. England were nowhere in the game. Yes, of course, this first couple of overs where those boundaries came, of course, courtesy Joss Butler and Duckett, I think, struck that one boundary. But otherwise, there was nothing really that England did in this entire match. Conditions, I don't think you played enough cricket as well to really, have a say whether, the conditions favored one team or not. Because given how England had batted in the first innings, things were happening so fast with these spinners also bowling, very quickly. What England offered with the bat in terms of resistance was just so weak. I can't really say that they got harsh conditions. I didn't see enough adaptation to begin with. Now look at the way that Livingston and Harry Brook were flummoxed by Varun Chakravarti. Absolutely had no clue of what the ball was doing over there. Both of them playing in another line on another line altogether, and the ball just skidded past. So just the one team turned up today, I would say, and was India. England just all over the place.
I did a quick check, okay. You're playing a T20I in Kolkata for the first time ever in January. You've never played. So this was really alien condition. Okay, the pitch experts also got it wrong. When you look at the pitch experts were saying,
Deepdas Gupta who did the pitch report, and I think he said
Nick Knight also,
Nick Knight, that it looked dry.
But it won't aid the spinners.
And it won't aid spinners.
Yeah, but you could also look at how the Indian spinners were, right? They're not the ones that are going to really wait for the ball to grip.
Correct. And we have seen how Kolkata Eden Gardens has changed. IPL days, it was the flattest of decks. It's changed from the 2016-17 where we needed pacers to ensure that you got it. But here, first time ever you're playing in January. That kind of made it a very 50-50 series. I mean, no one had played that kind of
And it's a bit nippy there
Yes.
in Kolkata. Just one question before we get with India's batting as well. Who would be your man of the match, Varun Chakravarti or Abhishek Sharma?
Varun Chakravarti. I think he was the one who set up the win for you.
But looking at it, I think they would give it to Abhishek Sharma.
I think Abhishek, yeah. See, because there's a
Close
few,
call actually.
there's a-
it is a debate worth having. Why Varun Chakravarti? Because he set up the game.
Absolutely,
You thought.
yeah.
Why you think? Don't say what they give it to. What if you're selecting?
I'd say because you look, every Indian bowler was rewarded with wickets barring one, and everyone was rewarded with more than one wicket. So the conditions were such that bowlers did make hay in sunshine while there wasn't any. But looking at the batting, I think the batting was good, extravagant batting from Abhishek. So I think I'm going to give it to him.
See,
I
the
think
way
England were basically starting to have a partnership after they had lost a couple of wickets early. So that's where I think Varun Chakravarti's dat over, wherein he got a couple of wickets. I think it was of Liam Livingston and I think Harry Brook.
yeah.
That basically turned the match in India's favour. So I think just to keep that thing into perspective, I think it's going to be Varun Chakravarti.
Sure, I mean, there's no denying that. But then Abhishek Sharma, that 22 runs that he hit of Gus Atkinson, I think that laid the platform that, okay, 6 overs, you're already well past 60
Also,
runs.
he got to his 20 balls.
Yeah.
So if it was about setting up the chase and ensuring that India don't feel the nerves at any point on this wicket or let the dew sort of do any tricks with you, that opportunity was also taken away by Abhishek from England by getting you those quick 50
And
runs in
also
just 20
remember,
balls.
when Sanju and Surya both fell in quick succession, he didn't stop attacking. He continued to attack.
Yeah, but I'm tempted to side with Gulati here. I'll tell you simply because I think the total in itself wasn't challenging.
Yeah.
So and we've seen it in the Indian team. Let's assume that if Abhishek did not have this kind of start, I think you had enough firepower in your batting today to have chased this total down. But those 3 wickets, if Varun did not, who knows, you could have been chasing 200 plus, and it's a different game then.
Yeah.
So I'm tempted to go with Gulati here. That probably for me, I know we'll get to know very soon, but I'd go with Varun Chakravarti. Anyway, you guys also let us know
Poll time?
in the comment section. Yeah, we could
Or
do it.
maybe a left field selection and Arshdeep.
Yeah, but
Good one.
good call.
Yeah, he was the most economical bowler
And
of the
also,
two sides,
he
I think.
laid the foundation for the collapse to happen.
With
later
that
on.
wicket of Phil
The
Salt.
Phil Salt wicket.
And also the other wicket that he took, death overs, he was fantastic. Didn't give away much.
But I think by that time, damage had been done.
Damage had been done.
And see the difference is, okay, Arshdeep at 4.20 economy, Varun Chakravarti 5.5
with
or
one more
whatever.
wicket.
Yeah.
So not too much.
if Abhishek's total was somewhere around 50-55, maybe I would have been tempted to go with Arshdeep. I'm with Abhishek. I'm accounting for the 3rd wicket that was one more than some of the other bowlers that he bowled alongside. But because Abhishek then just didn't change gears and gave India that momentum that they needed, just didn't take the foot off the pedal.
Imagine winning a man of the match in your first 50 that you score in India.
Yes.
He's hit 100, he's hit a 50, but
100 was
outside India.
Zimbabwe.
Today, by the way, because you talk about Arshdeep, I think it's worth talking about it. He's become the highest wicket taker for India in T20, going past Jasprit.
No. Yuzi Chahal.
Yuzi Chahal.
97
Well, I was
wickets
just
for him.
looking at some figures that he's got more wickets than Bumrah, but if I'm not
Bumrah is
mistaken,
89.
yeah, but he's played less matches.
Lesser,
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Can you now
He
beat
has
that?
played 18 games fewer than Yuzi Chahal to get to 96.
No, but I'm saying, see,
Jasprit.
Jasprit Bumrah is gold standard in bowling. He's the gold standard. Here's a bowler. I'm not saying he's better than Jasprit Bumrah. Please do not, misconstrue what I'm saying. But I'm just, sometimes we don't look at certain figures and numbers, and those numbers really shock us. Like this one, that Arshdeep has got more T20I wickets than a Jasprit Bumrah, which in itself is a massive achievement. Having played, how many games less? I think he's played 10 odd games, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
When compared to Jasprit.
Yeah.
He's
Well,
played
that's-
about 68, I think.
And
We can check.
and Bumrah has got?
Wait, I'll easily check at this one. I'll tell you. So, I mean, Arshdeep is the understated gem when you look at. I mean, everybody doesn't take into account that 4 runs that he gave in the 19th over of that June 29th final.
Yeah. No, we spoke to him in a session.
Yes,
That
yes,
video is
yes.
up on Sports Today. You can check it out. We did speak to him about those 4. But he made it sound like, Saransh, I will after this give you a lesson in what to do.
I wonder
Please
what's-
open the player page. It's the most basic thing to do.
Okay, so I've got it here. Okay. Wait. Arshdeep has played 61 matches for
Yeah.
97 wickets.
Yeah.
Okay, and when you look at Jasprit Bumrah, wait, it's much further down. I'm just checking it. So, 1 minute. You'll have to just.
Yeah.
Missing Shivam.
Okay, 70 matches, Jasprit Bumrah, 89 wickets. So he's played 9 games fewer and
That's what I
taken
said.
8 wickets.
Is Arshdeep the gold standard for India now?
No.
in T20?
Again, that's exactly what I don't want to convey.
Yeah,
That's exactly that. It doesn't mean that Arshdeep is a
but the
better
economy-
bowler.
Let's look
No,
at
I
the economy,
agree.
because his economy is in excess of 8.
I'm
And this is where wickets and
100%. That's what I'm saying. This is going to be foolhardy to say
Yeah.
that Arshdeep is a better bowler than Jasprit
like
Bumrah.
saying-
Nobody is a better bowler than Jasprit Bumrah in the world.
Likewise, you will never have Rashid Khan. Beat IPL also. Yes, he did well a couple of seasons back. But batters don't attack you after a time. He will be always right up there when it comes to economy. But will you not have Rashid Khan just because he's not right up top in terms of wickets in T20I cricket? Will you not have him in your all-time, T20I 11? He has to be there.
Yeah.
He is.
No, so similar. But I'm just saying, look at that. I mean, just puts into perspective what Arshdeep has been doing quietly. And the one other thing that Arshdeep has really gotten better at is the death bowling. I think in the last few months, he's seen an incredible, sort of performance or a high in his death bowling.
Total turnaround.
Yeah.
There was this time his death bowling was coming into question, and it all started, I remember, with this one series in which India gave him the new ball. I think happened just in that series in Ireland. I think that you played 2 years back, and then you started playing him, as a frontline bowler. Yes, he is one, but that doesn't mean he starts with the new ball also, and you liked it. He was getting swing and all. But now, what happened as a result was that his death bowling took a big hit, and that's something that you saw in the IPL as well.
Yep. The one aspect I'm just going to talk about India's batting. We'll talk about Abhishek Sharma as well in depth. But overall, I think the one standout feature, and I was just looking at India's performance. I think this is we were just discussing before we started our live. This is India's 8th or 9th win in the last 11.
10th win in the last
Last
11
10.
T20s.
Yeah.
I mean, you
10th
can
win.
only count on your fingers the number of losses that they have had. 2.
Yeah, one actually. If you
One,
look
yeah.
at the last 11,
Yeah, one.
only one. So last 11 is what we're looking at. You only have one loss there, and the thought that I had in my mind is that when you saw India's batting today, and this is the biggest change that has happened, and this is the one problem that Indian cricket had. You're chasing a low total. Nobody in India's batting would want to give their wickets away earlier, because everyone would want an average, and I agree to an extent. It was right. Why you need to take a risk? 133, easy peasy, go 6 and over, finish it rapid, don't give your wicket away. This Indian team, when they said that they are going to play attacking cricket, even if you're 40 for 4 and continue to do it, they've been doing it. And what I like is, no matter the match situation, they're not going away from that template. Today, everyone, and what I'm also liking is senior players. I give an example of a Hardik Pandya.
Yeah.
When Hardik Pandya walked in, the game was done. He could have easily come, taken a few. No. Still came with that attitude that if the ball is there, I'm swinging. I'm going to hit a 6. This is not even a World Cup where you are in a group where, okay, you say, forget points, I need to increase my net run rate, because at the end of the group stages, there's nothing. It's a 5-match series. You don't need to. But see, this change only comes when you genuinely believe of this approach and you do it day in and day out, no matter what.
Yeah.
This becomes a routine. This becomes a habit. And today also, you will look at all of those players. Sanju Samson, started off well. Then Abhishek Sharma. I'll just give an example. There could have been, players in the past, young, old, whatever. You're in your 70s. You're getting your 100 boss today.
Yeah.
Because see, nobody could have questioned you for the strike rate also. You're well ahead of the curve. You're not even costing India the game. All you need to do is just simply get to your 100 and take it. He did not. He continued at that vein. When the ball was there, he went for it. Tilak Verma also, tried to hit whenever. So what I'm liking about this Indian team, and we've seen it throughout, there are a couple of times in these games that we are talking about, these 11 games where they won 10, couple of times where they did become 30 for 3 or 40 for, they did not stop.
Correct.
And they continued. And this is the problem that we used to keep saying. Captains came that said, we'll change it. They changed it, but it used to be temporary. It used to still be situation based. Somewhere you would, on crunch situation would change it. This team is saying, nothing. This is how we play. Good situation, bad situation, average situation, wind is blowing, snow is falling, dry, ice is there, whatever. We are playing like that. I'm loving that.
Yeah,
That's
and
the
it's
best thing.
luckily not bound by pitch or situation or condition. Look at how they played in Sri Lanka, attacking. Look at how they played in South Africa, attacking. Yes, one slip up, you can't win them all, but then you have been winning consistently in all conditions. I mean, right from when it started.
It is Varun Chakravarti, player of the match.
Absolutely. Well done.
Good call. Commentators, they are listening to us.
Well done. Yeah.
But it was a close one. See, we were also split 50-50. Good call. And I also like bowlers getting the credit. Yeah, batters always take it. Yeah. Well done.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, look at where it all began from Mohali onwards, right? Mohali.
Sorry, can I also say one more thing? I just had the thought. He's also got the man of the match because, like the Filmfare, you have Critics Award. They've given Abhishek Sharma one award.
One award.
Some hitter of the day award. Or
I know.
I just, there was,
game changer.
Nitish Kumar Reddy
Best
also
scene of
got
the
an
year.
award.
No, that's okay. Some catch award.
Yeah, exactly.
this
Some
award.
math saver.
Well,
He took a good
No,
catch
outstanding
of
catch.
Joss Butler.
Yeah.
KKR guy getting it in Eden Gardens.
Yeah.
What a guy. So, yeah.
So they kept everyone happy. Best actor, Critics Award. Best actor,
Supporting role.
Sides of
no, best actor, popular choice.
Best actor lead.
Critics
lead,
Award.
Best actor supporting.
supporting.
Critics Award, all
Critics.
that kind of thing.
Special jury mention award best.
हर घर कुछ कहता है award.
Everything.
Whatever.
Sorry, you were saying Siddharth.
So, right from Mohali, when this template began, I mean, you were keeping on winning
You're
from
talking about the Afghanistan T20Is.
right from Afghanistan.
Yeah.
Okay, that's when the first seeds of that
year
template
back.
was sown. Okay, you went unbeaten throughout the World Cup. Okay, that was a boost. You adapted to the situation. Now with the World Cup at your grasp, the first series after that, Zimbabwe, you went gung ho. Sri Lanka, you went gung ho. South Africa, Bangladesh, you went gung ho. So looking at the pitch and conditions, it just doesn't matter to you anymore. You're just going on one particular gear. It doesn't matter. You got the bowlers to bail you out also. It is that confidence. If the batters don't, you got batting till number 8. Assured batting, steady batting. Plus the confidence that my spinners and my bowlers will anyway bail me out in any situation. Classic case Sri Lanka. Who would have thought that Riyan Parag and Surya Kumar Yadav can deliver you the win with the ball?
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Rinku Singh.
Rinku Singh.
Surya Kumar Yadav.
So that's the other beauty. One, you're batting till there. Other, I think you have 9 bowlers all the
Nine
time.
bowlers, yeah.
9 bowlers. And see, this is what we used to envy about other teams, no? Sometime Australia, sometime England. Look at these teams, yeah. Everyone can bowl, batting till number 10, number 11. You have reproduced it.
Yep.
Your
Yep.
batting depth is there. One, batting depth is there, which is allowing you to bat that way, and you're continuing to bat that way. And on a given day, anyone can be the bowler.
Yeah.
In 1 year, you've gone way ahead of the curve now. You've gone way ahead of the curve.
And you know what that tells me, by the way? I just was, I put a tweet out also that, we were talking about the test situation, and we said that maybe it's time for transition, but transitions are tough. People will, you lose, you'll get used to, and that's one thing we do in sport, in any team, football. Manchester United has been saying transition for 10 years, but it's not getting over. So, but you said transition will take time.
I'll
And
pretend
so,
you didn't say that.
with the transition, you associate a dip in form,
Yeah.
incubation period. That transition happening, incubation period, dip in form, we'll all be prepared. As fans, as analysts, you'll say, okay, give them some time. You know what this Indian T20 team has done is defied that. What it's told you, transitions don't always are followed by dip. The transition happened after T20 World Cup, right? they've not only have they not dipped, they've actually beaten the benchmark that was there earlier. So what it's telling you that next time somebody says, oh, transition is happening and so excuse them. No. If you have the right mentality, right setup, right support cast in
Right
terms
players
of
as well.
talent.
Yeah.
If you have that, even that talent can be young or a mix of young and old, whatever. You can get back to the top performance. In fact, not just get back to that level, even beat that level. I think that is the biggest thing that this Indian team is doing, is probably showing lessons to the sporting world. Something I think because I was giving a football example, something that Liverpool is going through. They're having a very good time while this is transition time.
All of this has to do
Yeah,
with
Bayern
it's a very good
No, right
example.
now I'm saying, because now Liverpool's doing well, and they said this was transition time and they'll struggle.
But you know the one thing, and I think it holds true, let's say both for a Rohit Sharma and for a Jurgen Klopp there. Now, and since Manchester United was also mentioned,
don't take that to heart.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying how, I'm just comparing how the three teams and what the predecessors left. That Manchester United team, Sir Alex Ferguson left to Tom Cleverley, who was left with no club to play after a point. And he still won the Premier League with that. So that was one team that was left. Yes, there was a Robin Van Persie, but you had the likes of a Johnny Evans and a Tom Cleverley who won great shakes back then. But that was down to the boss. However, look at the team that's been left by Jurgen Klopp. There's a Mo Salah who's in form. There's a Trent Alexander-Arnold. There's a Robertson over there. There's a Virgil van Dijk. There's an Alisson. Players top form, left at the right time. So a good success.
So you're saying Rahul Dravid is responsible
Rahul
for...
Dravid and Rohit Sharma. Both, I would
Good
say.
point.
They have left a team. They haven't left a team high and dry. How they've left the landscape is they've left teams they've given this platform and this foundation from which you can take things forward, and it's not like it's a wishy-washy and a shaky foundation. It's a solid foundation. The cracks that were there, they were there in 2022 when Rohit felt embarrassed. He decided, no, the philosophy will be that we'll take the attack. He walked the talk. World Cup, both of them, ODI, T20. And then it flew, it flowed from the captain to the other players, who all of them got the confidence. Now we're seeing that. So I think the team was left in safe
fair
hands
point.
also.
I think that's a fair point. Maybe credit is due to Rohit Sharma and Rahul Dravid. I mean, the team they left, I agree that most teams across the world would be envious of the talent. But let's not also forget one more fact. I think, sometimes we go after it, but IPL, at the end of the day, is affording you this kind of luxury of a talent. Well, you have plenty of players to choose from. Shami Bhai is sitting out.
I mean, there is also worry, okay, because we have seen this kind of dominance from India in all the formats. From 2016 to 2019, I don't think there was any better test team in the world than India. I mean, look at how much, if the World Test Championship was held in 15-17 and 17-19, India would have been the winners. They were that dominant. They won a series in Australia. They kind of almost came close against South Africa, isn't it? England also, they pushed them. Okay, they lost 1-4 in 2018, but then they pushed them to Hilton 2021. ODIs, they didn't lose at all until 2019 at home. The litmus test for all of this, the legacy, for everything in this will come in 2026 in the T20 World Cup when you're playing at home. For far too often, we have seen Indian cricket being at this dominant level in all bilaterals.
That's also a good point, I think.
Bilaterals, India have been supreme. No team has even come close in that. The closest it came was 3-2 England in 2021.
Yeah.
But this England team is in transition at this point.
And the last time I think you lost a home series was in
2019
2019 against Australia.
Before
Just
the
before
World
the
Cup.
2019 World Cup. Yeah.
This is the problem. I have seen far too many instances where teams have dominated in bilaterals but have struggled in the ICC events. I will wait at this particular point in time to take a cue and say, I'll wait till February, March of 2026. Only after that will I raise this judgment that this Indian team is the ultimate golden benchmark that is there. In that sense.
It's a good point. I think India quite often has done very well in bilateral series, but it is eventually the big tournaments. In fact, even in those big tournaments, ICC tournaments, through the group stages and all, they are outstanding. It is only down to when you at the semi-final stage or the final stage. That's when you find out. So I hope, that's what I'm saying. I'm liking this. But see, the difference is that this kind of approach that I was saying, this fearless approach, was not even there in bilateral. You would win bilateral, but still kind of playing sometime calculated cricket, which is still doing well, or is the template in ODIs and to an extent in Test match cricket. But T20 has changed, and you have to go one step ahead. And this team, I haven't seen an Indian team being this fearless in T20 like this bunch. So that's a difference for sure. Yes, that's a valid point that their real temperament will be tested when the stakes are higher, when the pressure is on you. It's a trophy on the line sort of a game. Then we'll see.
See, when the trophy was on the line, even in England, in that glory of theirs that they'd covered, that they were playing this brand of gung-ho cricket that no other team could play. They also in that final against Pakistan had to recalibrate. We tend to forget that.
Yep.
But they played conditions. They recalibrated, saw the conditions and played perfectly to those conditions.
Yes.
It would have been foolish to have played that kind of game and lost that game while chasing. A low total.
Correct.
If you played foolish cricket, you could have lost it.
Yeah.
Played really smartly. In fact, in that same World Cup, I remember England, who won the T20 World Cup against Sri Lanka that game, which was a must for them to
Sydney.
qualify.
Yes.
They batted I think Stokes got a grinding.
They had reached to 72 or something when they collapsed, and then they had to recalibrate, and I got it, I think, on the last over
they
against
did.
Sri Lanka.
Saraj can be also. Sorry. You're saying
So, in that way, look, teams have dominated in bilaterals. My only thing is, from 2024 is the launch pad set for 2026 October. I think it's in February, March, if I'm not mistaken, the 2026 T20 World Cup. You're playing at home. You want to ensure you break that jinx also, because one jinx India has broken is going through an ICC event undefeated. The T20 World Cup. No, it has never happened before.
Yes, it was the first.
Now in 2026, if they can win it at home, then they are the greatest T20I side. And whether, yes, I've also been picking on the IPL many times. I'll have to credit the IPL for it. There's no two ways about it. You're giving off this huge supply pool of talent, which is like unprecedented. That's why a Hardik Pandya would say we can field 3 teams anywhere in the world.
No, but I also look at it this way, while IPL is to be credited, but this is also proof and a reminder, I think, for all of us, what gets said and also gets forgotten in the same breath, that, all of these players that, we are heaping praise on right now, for all the right reasons, they're a byproduct of the IPL, and that's to say that they are IPL specialists, they are this format specialists as well. So how we are going forward as far as the game is concerned will demand specialists. If you need these kind of performance, if you need 200s to be the norm, if you need such high quality bowling to be the norm going forward, then it is coming out of 2-3 months of specialized cricket.
But that's
Test cricket, for it to be at that level, you need specialized batters.
No, I agree, and that's why I give credit to the Indian management, where your Champions Trophy team is not like this team.
Yes.
You've not picked everyone who's doing well, because you're now identifying that T20 cricket needs a different mentality, different way of playing, and so you've not mixed it with ODI, where still you can play slightly traditional form, where you can mix caution with aggression, and you've gone with that. So I like that.
And the mistake that you made in the BGT was, again, you tried playing it the T20 way. You get a little bit of something from everyone. That's not how it works. You need, you need specialists for something in life. I think I was reading this column from Sanjay Manjrekar. I think it's published in today's paper, where he says that, much in the same breath, he says that, when you're suffering from your common cold, that's when you go to a physician. A general physician. But if it's something more intricate, if there's something that's got to do with the heart, let's say, something more complex, you will go to a cardiologist.
Correct.
Actually, if you have common cold, you shouldn't go to anyone, because there's no medicine for common cold.
But you do end up, right? For just
You should
basic
not. So common cold, they say, common cold can be cured in 7 days by having medicines. And common cold can be cured in 7 days without having medicines. Now it's up to you, but it'll take 7 days.
No, but I think just digressing a bit from the topic, I think I came across a quote from Greg Chappell. He compared Harry Brook with Sachin Tendulkar. Any thoughts?
He
can be talked about alongside a Yashasvi Jaiswal right now, and it ends over there.
But there also he has to do all conditions. In Indian conditions, no, not. And don't count Pakistan conditions.
He's only played in England, New Zealand and
Pakistan. Yeah, but Pakistan, you can't even say Asian conditions. He got roads there.
Yeah.
So
Harry Brook was in
let him play in Sri Lanka, let him play in Bangladesh, let him play in India.
Yeah. Harry Brook played in the 2018 Under-19 World
Yeah.
Cup. He was from the 2018 batch. In the one game
From the
that
Prithvi
got
Shaw batch.
yeah, the one game which had a slow, low pitch, he fell victim to Lloyd Pope. 8 for 35 in that quarterfinal that he took. They couldn't chase down 128. So Harry Brook looked at sea against spin also there.
He played the IPL where he got 100 and
100
only
SRH.
zeros 1, 2, 3, 4,
Exactly.
5, something like that for the entire
At
season.
the same venue, he got 100.
Yeah.
Okay, before we forget, let's talk about the man who did not win our vote for man of the match and was not the man of the match, but yet, as he got performer of the day or super saver,
Game changer.
game changer there. Abhishek Sharma, by the way, outstanding knock. We've spoken about his attitude. You know, what you like about him is not changing that mindset. And I think it was a crucial knock for him. Because if anybody, I think this series he would have gotten a run because they did not have a backup opener, which is good. But I'm liking the fact that Indian team management is, you know, giving him that freedom, giving him the backing, because the kind of adventurous and attacking cricket he plays, he deserves that. But for him, he knew that probably this series would have been tough. Yashashvi comes back. You have not been scoring runs. And last few games he's not been doing well. So pressure was on him. So it's a very important series for him, and no better way to start. And when you see him play, you know, this is, I think, the new age cricketer. Sometimes we get excited by, you know, sweeps, reverse sweeps, scoops, or moving around, dancing down, we're disturbing the bowler's length. What I think is a standout part about Abhishek is he just stands there
Yes.
and hits it. Doesn't matter. He doesn't have to change the length of the bowler by moving across. He doesn't have to innovate by, you know, disturbing the bowler's rhythm by doing some scoop, flake, whatever. Stands there. You bowl, tells the bowler, you bowl wherever you want, I'll hit you. Doesn't matter. You bowl, you know, outside the off stump, you want to go there. If it's here, you'll go there. If it's, you know, good half volley, you'll go straight. If it's on my pads, I'll flick you here, hit you there. Anywhere on the ground, I'm standing, I ain't moving. You do what you have to do, but I'm hitting you.
His guru would be proud, right?
Guru, yeah. I hope Yuvraj Singh is watching.
And there's one more guy who follows the same time, Rinku Singh. He doesn't have to scoop and innovate. Just stand, deliver, and whack it.
But I think Abhishek Sharma needs 4 more consistent performances in this T20I series.
That's too much.
4 more.
No.
Yeah,
I
at
think,
least.
I don't
think
am
that,
happy
you know, it'll be
with the way that
I
he
think
plays.
one
He gets
more.
one more, that's it.
Anything less,
Three-
and he won't be able to
three is
secure his
ideal, I
place
would
in the
say.
squad.
No,
3 is
no,
ideal.
no.
Because you already have Yashasvi Jaiswal and
I know
Shubman
that.
Gill.
I know that. But
No, but
Siddharth,
Gill,
neither is he going to really change anything with 4 performances, and neither is going to. I think if 2-3 good performances, he is in the scheme of the things.
Yeah.
You're not going.
You know, I think he got that
Away
100
from him.
against Zimbabwe in the
Correct.
Second game. that he
second game.
played,
First one, though, yes,
He flopped for
yeah,
4.
you
then
were
he
all
got
rusty
100,
that match,
yeah.
I remember. But again, it's easy to, you know, say that, you know, getting runs against Zimbabwe is the easier thing to do. But this series is a good test. Yes, he underwhelmed against Bangladesh, I think.
He underwhelmed, but then
He
he
underwhelmed against South Africa.
South Africa.
except for one game where he hit a 50 there.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
final
But
match.
again, you've been looking for good performances, and this 79 should not be forgotten. Again, you know, he's gotten actually enough runs that players score over 2 T20s. Let's be honest about that. You're happy with anywhere around 40-45, given the strike rate at which he operates. So ideal would be 3 if you ask me. Not 79s, but quick fire.
No, one knock like this, he's in your team. He's not going out.
One more, you mean?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, one more, of course. Yeah.
See, in Chennai, I don't know how the kind of conditions that you'll get. It may be spinning, it may be similar to this. If he can replicate this knock while batting first, then I think you have to seriously consider him in the consistent scheme of things. You can't
Which
just.
he is.
You don't know. You mentioned the 2 players. Is there any case
I
to
would-
drop them?
Yeah,
Especially Yashasvi. I'm talking about
no, he's not
Yashasvi.
Yashasvi, but
Yashasvi is
I
a show
think
shot
he's
starter.
really pushing Shubman Gill.
I don't think Shubman Gill makes it.
Yeah, Shubman, I'm not even taking into conversation right now.
Only Yashasvi.
He will be considered, of course, but I'm saying right now I'm not taking him into conversation. Still, he has competition. Sanju
Yep.
and Yashashvi.
Yes.
Not
It is
easy.
these 3.
But the thing is, he knows, and that's why he knows that if he keeps putting, you know, that's the style of playing. Let's say he gets like 130 strike rate, some good scores. He's really not, you know, setting the cat amongst the pigeon. He's there, but you will say, no, Yashashvi is doing everything in test, doing well. Sanju is also doing that. His only chance is if he's at this level, where he's striking at a 230 strike rate, 230 strike rate. That's the only way that you will even risk. No, boss. And if he does 2-3 performances like this, you'll say, how do I keep a guy like that out? That's the only time that you could be tempted.
Most days the brief will be, listen, just last about 15-20 balls. Yeah,
A
you
good
last 20
headache
balls
is
and you're
loading.
good.
Good headache.
Good headache is loading.
Sweet headache.
No, good headache.
Saransh, please. And why are we getting to hear ourselves?
Comments.
We can hear our...
Yeah.
Own voice.
Time for your questions. Okay, Abhishek Sharma.
Yes. Right from being. What
He
player of the
took
match.
that award
And directly is chatting with us.
like a fraction of it he sent.
Okay, Abhishek Sharma says that Nikhil, you were hyping England players. I'm shocked that no one in dugouts speak against you. One question: why you say that England bat till number 10? Giving example of first class 100. Is it a test match or WI? But Abhishek Sharma, is this England team not good?
It
Is this
is.
England team not been on a winning spree? Just one match they have lost, so we should hype it. And it's not just me. Everyone spoke highly of the England team. You spoke because out of fear of me, or you thought England was good?
No,
England are good. Absolutely.
And by the way, a West Indies
So
side,
one-
which is the most, we know West Indies excel in one format. The one format that they really love. They beat them 3-1.
Acha, he's saying
November.
whether it's a test match or you think West Indies like that. Oh, he's saying.
Oh,
By
No,
West
England are a
Indies.
good T20I team. May not be of the level of India, but definitely a good team.
All I can say is that.
they are India's level, I would say. They are.
No, not in current form for sure.
But I don't think it'll be a walk in the park.
Yeah,
I think the
absolutely,
only
absolutely.
thing that India's got a edge over England is the spin bowling and England's inability to play spin rather well. And as far as the batting is concerned, they do bat at number
Adil
10.
Rashid, the often quoted example. Adil Rashid has a county 100, but
Not
it's
one, he has 5.
5, which is not speaking much. Looking at the way how county system is.
No, but first class, Siddharth, what I'm saying is a first class 100, a batter who can get first class 100 is a
Is a
first class
capable
100, he's a
batter.
batter.
Has
Yeah,
the ability to bat. That's what
Yeah.
it tells you.
Yeah, he is. He's a capable bat. Yep.
That's what. So anyway, what you're looking at number 10 batter is not to get you 100. No, the number 10 batter is to do that kind of thing. So all I can say is that while one Abhishek Sharma was on the ball today, the other one was off the boil.
Mayank Gupta. Gambhir is brilliant. The problem is with Rohit, not Rohit the batsman, but Rohit the captain. Hoping Virat doesn't come back in tests. Ouch. Oh, yeah. How quickly fortune changes, isn't it? Gambhir was lambasted a month ago. I mean, not a month ago, 2 weeks ago for the BGT debacle. Now he's brilliant. Yes, T20Is, he's got a case. Except for Zimbabwe, he's been there at the helm. So, he is brilliant.
Abhishek with another one. He says that you said 4 fast bowlers. I bowl better than them. Sorry, this is not a debate.
Wow.
Yeah, I just want to say because there was one of these bowlers who I think cranked it to 152 Ks today. Abhishek, if you can really do that,
Mark Wood.
you're just you shouldn't be on YouTube right now.
I'm
just
So he
ring
says
up
that
somebody.
sorry, this is not a debate. Come and do debate with me. So Abhishek.
But I'm serious.
you
If he's
know,
better
if-
than
no, if he is in his own word, he's so good. I don't think I'll have the courage or the inclination or the desire to be debating with such a accomplished.
He'll bowl a bouncer like how Mark would bowl to
I think.
Hardik
See,
Pandya.
I don't think you should take that. I feel I think he's a young kid. I think he probably must be in school right now. So when you're in school, you end up
Sweeping
saying,
statements.
yeah, you come up with that. So nothing against Abhishek, but probably when he grows up, he matures a bit, then he'll probably understand how to put things into perspective. So no problems, Abhishek.
Yeah.
Okay, Rakesh Bhushan has a comment that Gautam Gambhir gestured from dugout to bowl Arshdeep in his third over. Had Suryakumar not done that, there would have been questions of skipper and coach not on the same page. On field, captain is the boss. Let him handle and marshal his resources.
Do you know what Suryakumar Yadav has said right after the game's gotten over? He says after the game that Gautam Bhai is amazing. He gives us a lot of freedom, quote unquote. So
Yeah.
But my point is, if there is a feedback from outside and the coach, captain follows it, is there any
I don't
harm
see a
in that?
problem. All the time, don't batsmen get told, let's especially in a test match, what do you think all those drinks breaks are for?
Also,
There are messages that get sent across.
also while India were fielding, Surya Kumar Yadav would have taken 30 decisions, and if in that he took 2 from Gautam Gambhir.
There's nothing wrong with it.
See, it will be inversely proportional if Ashish Nehra's there.
No, but in Ashish, see, the good thing is in Ashish Nehra's case, he may have 40 suggestions,
Yeah.
but the captain may still take 2 or
Yeah.
3 or 4, and Ashish Nehra will be fine with it.
Fine with it,
It's his
yeah.
job
He's
just
not
to
an
give that.
enforcer that way.
Yeah.
I like the Ashish Nehra and Hardik Pandya combination. That was.
They are brilliant. Yes. In that way.
Okay, Shubham
Winning
Garg has a comment. Abhishek, Jaiswal, Sanju, Surya, Hardik, Rinku, Akshar, Bishnoi, Varun, Arshdeep, Bumrah. Nikhil, can this be India's first 11 in World T20?
yes.
Abhishek, Rinku can be the 7th bowler. I think it's a
He's
good
taken
11.
Tilak out though.
Yeah.
Sanju has been shifted to 3. See, that
But
core you can
can
be
I
sure
tell you,
of.
Shubham,
There's
see
no Nitish Reddy.
one match you've forgotten. Tilak Verma was, I think, in the last 10 or T20 has been one of your best batters,
I mean, he joined
alongside
San-
Sanju Samson.
Yeah.
He joined Sanju 7 in 2 back-to-back hundreds.
Yeah.
So, and one, it's tough.
See, I'll tell you, the guy who'll be the fall guy in all this is Bishnoi.
Sanju.
Bishnoi.
Even
Yeah,
Sanju.
absolutely. He's easily droppable. Yeah.
He's KL Rahul of T20.
Such has been Sanju's fate. I think if it comes to choosing between Tilak and Sanju, I think Tilak
No,
gets the nod.
you will need, Sanju is
But
a
your
keeper,
keeper
batter.
also.
Yeah.
Keeper also, yeah.
and even,
Easiest to drop is Bishnoi.
And even
That's
Surya
something,
Kumar
yeah.
has said that there should not be any debate on who's going to be our keeper in T20Is now, at least for some time.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
quite an
Valid point.
indication. That's
They're
quite
going
an
to go
indication.
ahead with Sanju.
Exactly.
Who's going to be Kerala's keeper in?
They'll
No,
have to
but
look for a new one. They might have to look
Rishabh
for a
Pant
new
has
one.
been quote unquote rested.
T20Is.
No, but that's
Then-
okay. You can still be rested and he can still be your first choice. But I want to know
The
who's
most
Kerala's wicket
expensive player
keeper
in
batter.
IPL history, then not make it to the national team.
That will be a.
Can happen.
Who will be Kerala's keeper? That's a good question. I mean, you can check out the videos that we have done with Vishwanath Samson on Sports Today. Very emotional, very dramatic, very.
Sanju Samson's
eye-opening.
father's interview.
Yep.
Do check that out.
Yes.
Mr. Shekhar GTN from the US joins us, says, "Gents, what a beautiful day to be alive as a GTN." Okay. England lost heavily, but our very own Jos Bapu was a hit. Liam Bethel Salt stuck with the curse of RCB. We did speak about that. But with the Jos Butler thing, that takes me, I was just thinking, how could Rajasthan not retain a player? And when we were doing our retention, I had Jos Butler there. I was like, there's no way you're not going to retain him.
I know.
And they didn't retain him.
He is your joint GOAT overseas IPL player. He joins Gale and Warner. Along with Butler, you'll put them there as one of the GOAT players in the IPL overseas when you look at it. Yes, AB de Villiers is there, but the consistency that Butler has had is next level.
And it's not that, okay, his last IPL wasn't outstanding, but not bad either. I think his T20 World Cup was also very good.
Yeah.
You see all those performances. And yet you didn't retain him. I don't know. Beats me. But GTN will be happy. GTNs.
Good for Gujarat Titans. They have their keeper problem sorted.
Yes.
In Jos Butler.
Jos Butler, yep. RCB, yep. Let's see how they go about. Rakesh Bhushan.
Siddharth, you had put them in your top 4
Why?
before you say anything.
It will still happen. It will still happen.
Okay.
One
Yeah.
guy's brilliance will get them through.
I'm
Virat
just warning
Kohli.
you, reminding you.
Virat Kohli is captain also.
Yeah. See, his captaincy has been extreme.
You think he'll fix the entire issues that RCB
Virat
has?
is extreme. Either he'll get wooden spoon or he'll go to final.
No, you have picked them in top 4.
Top 4, yeah. They are there in that.
2 out of 10 team makes it to top 4. Siddharth,
Boss,
I shouldn't be sitting alongside you.
this is T20I and IPL. Please.
You started by trolling RCB in this.
Yeah, exactly.
But I am saying they will make
What
it to
you said was no logic, by the way. Even then,
No.
That's the most illogical thing you ever said over here.
We can argue until the cows come.
That's an argument for another day.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
just because they do it every time.
Okay.
Yes, they do it every time. I'm not taking it out of thin air.
Okay, Rakesh Bhushan has a comment that in search for a better batter, we tend to overlook genuine bowlers. Look today, Arshdeep and Varun with one dimension skill set changed the match. High time we see change in CT squad with Varun's inclusion handy in UAE conditions. I like that. I
Yeah,
like
I
this
mean,
addition.
What?
Varun Chakravarti for Champions Trophy.
No, but then this same thing. No, we
Mixing
discussed about
formats.
different formats.
which we
Now,
discussed
what do you
in the
do?
mid innings.
What do you do?
But it does offer you that surprise factor.
How will you leave a
But who do
Kuldeep
you,
and a Jadeja
yeah, who do you
out?
drop? Anyone.
That's
also
the problem.
point.
No, because Gulati wanted to drop Jadeja, so maybe.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I didn't want to have Jadeja in my 15, but yeah, all the
Okay.
best to him now.
Praneet Datta. So it was Sanju who took 22 of Gus Atkinson and Abhishek. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
sorry. My apologies for that. Yeah. Shubham Garnix. Yeah, Nick sir, yes, we should celebrate this team. But young guns yet to perform in T20 World Cup. In 2024 T20 World Cup also, Pant Surya didn't light up the event. True. I had said it during the course of the program that yes, I will wait and reserve my judgment for the T20 World Cup. And only if they win that, this Indian team is the greatest ever. Saurabh Chawla. Nikhil sir, you talked about Sanju's casual clarification given to BCCI for missing KCA camp. How much is that information true? If it's true, he shouldn't be in T20 squad as well, considering the casual attitude.
So, Saurabh Chawla, firstly, the information that I give you is, I only give you that information when I know that it's 100% true. Otherwise, I would not be giving you that information. And it's not on hearsay. When I know concrete things, only then will I come and give it to you. So it's 100% true, but I don't think the clarification was casual. I think he was genuinely worried that his chance are going to take a hit because he did not get to play. But I'm saying that is an assessment of mine that the approach was casual, where you assume that because you were picked previously, you didn't attend the camp and they still picked you. So you took the risk of, okay, I'll miss this camp also, eventually so they'll pick me. That I thought was casual, not his clarification. Again, I'm going to, as far as I learned, that he was quite worried. He did speak to the people in BCCI where he knew that this is going to go against him. And he was asked then, if you knew that we are taking a strict stand against not playing domestic cricket, why did you not play it? To which he answered, that's because, last time also I didn't go to the camp. So I thought they picked me.
And they picked me.
So that I thought was casual from him, knowing very well, and I agree with it, that the Kerala Cricket Association has been unkind to Sanju. They've been always after him. But my point was, if you know that that's the situation, people are gunning for you, they are finding reasons to take action against you, why are you giving them a reason? Should have just come for the camp. It's not that there was something, an emergency that he had to attend or something very important. Nothing. You could have, you were in Dubai spending that time. You could have let that go, come, done the camp. It would have, and I only say it as a well-wisher of Sanju Samson because I saw him in my squad. I picked him in my squad. Yeah. But when I got to know that he's not being picked because of this reason, then, like any other fan, even I'm upset. And I'm like, simple thing. If I was in his place, I would have been extra careful. Just go do it. Yeah. That will allow me to be picked. But now they are finding reasons to drop me and I'm giving them a reason. That is what I'm saying. But I don't agree with the other bit that why should he be dropped from T20 squad because of that? Because he did play the Syed Mushtaq Ali. He did, right?
He did.
He
was the captain of
Kerala. He was a
Kerala.
captain.
Yeah.
So he played there. And so he's available in this format. Plus, his performances in T20Is in the recent time, unparalleled. So how do you drop him? But in ODI, he was facing a three-way fight. Yeah. When you're facing a fight, you have to be, ticking all boxes. So that's what happened.
Shubham Garg again. Nikhil sir, Tilak is still a question. Scored runs against South Africa's bowlers against whom Babar has also scored a T20 800.
I don't think
Still
Babar,
need to score against quality. But
that should be no way of looking at this.
Yeah,
that if Babar is
absolutely.
scoring runs.
But okay, truth be told, Babar is a good batter.
Yeah,
He
that's what I'm
is.
saying.
Okay.
So, but that can't be the metric.
apart from the other jibes that come, he's a good guy.
Yeah, that's okay. It comes with the territory. But that's what they say, that, if you're a tree that bears fruits, only then people will throw stones, right?
Yep.
And I think that's the case with all. Okay, he may not be, I think those comparisons with Virat were also foolish. He's not that level, but that's not to say that he's an average batter, right? So, that...
I'm not getting there. Pawan Holla, before 2026 World Cup, we have Asia Cup and series in Oz, which will be a preparatory kind of. If we win here, more likely we can win World Cup again. Yeah.
India will definitely go in as one of the favorites with this kind of
Yeah.
cricket that they're playing. Absolutely outstanding. Absolutely. They're setting the benchmark. We've discussed a lot about it. So, won't spend too much time on that again.
Yeah.
Abhishek Sharma has
Again.
another comment. Any team will only be good if they have good bowling. Windies don't have it. Whoever are saying they are good, for your information, just bowling 150 can't win matches.
But they are the two-time champions.
They are.
England were the two-time champions. India are the two-time champions. My message is portrayed wrong. I said I bowl good than them.
That's what we said.
That's what he said. Yeah. Meaning line and length, not with
Not
pace.
with pace.
Okay, so you may bowl 50 kilometers, but it's good line and length.
Okay.
ठीक.
If his bowling is as competent as the language that he's typing in, then I don't have too much hope.
He is the slower version of Glenn McGrath. That's what he wants. Metronomic, line and length, but pace, ठीक है. No problem.
So
Shub-
does he, does anyone say to him, you're bowling too slow, man?
One guy did that sledge, look how he wound up.
Yeah.
Shubham Garg. Nick sir, Tilak scored runs against Luthos Sipamla brothers. Abhishek is hitting Archer Wood. Bowling quality should be taken into account while judging the runs, but this is the same Archer.
So, I'll discount Sanju Samsung's hundreds as well.
I know.
There was Gerald Kodzea also.
Katzea was there. Oh, I mean, yes.
Keshav Maharaj.
Um,
No,
Jansen wasn't there?
I don't think.
Jansen was there.
Was
He
there.
Was he was
opened
there?
the bowling
Yeah.
for South
Yeah,
Africa.
he was saying, yeah.
56
Jansen
He
was
could
there.
dismiss Sanju for a
Yeah,
duck.
yeah,
Yeah.
duck, yeah.
Hi,
Yes,
Beha.
Jansen.
Keshav
I
Maharaj.
Yes,
remembered.
yes.
Keshav Maharaj was there. Yep.
was
I
also
think
thinking on the
only
moment- the
Rabada
moment you
wasn't
did this,
there
I
in
was
that
like,
squad.
I think
Nandre
he was
Berger
in
was
there.
also.
Nandre Berger, Andrit Nortje was
Ngidi.
not there.
Ngidi.
Lungisani Ngidi wasn't in also. So, yep. Lungisani. Praneet Datta, is Surya's form a concern? Hasn't scored for a while.
He hasn't, but I think he's the captain, and I don't think you'll just. He's still one of your better T20 batters, so I think we'll get a long rope. I don't think you've reached a stage where you're going to be concerned of his batting form. Not yet. I don't think so.
I'm sure had Shivam been sitting here, there would have been a comment from him on Surya.
Acha.
Okay. I hate Daiballa.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Let's leave it.
Nick sir is not.
Ah,
Okay.
let it be.
Padho then.
No. We can move to.
No, I'll just say what he's saying is that I have not given information based
Information
on social media.
It's credible information.
Credible.
that's what
credible.
he is.
Absolutely. Yep.
Valid point. Thank you. I hate Daibal. But we like you, yeah. Come on.
Yeah.
But I love, honestly, I love Daibal.
Daiballa,
I love
How about you?
Papdi.
I'm not even asking you, Siddharth.
Papdi. I like that.
But Siddharth has no
Siddharth, yeah,
taste
yeah.
for this kind of
Exactly.
fine cuisine. He
Fine
likes
cuisine.
he likes something as basic as one aloo ki tikki with 1-2 breads, and he says that is good food. Like that is the
That is good food actually.
come on, yeah.
Yeah.
That is good. That,
is good.
Universal truth.
that
no
does
one
not
wants to
require the skill. Do you know how tough it is to make bhallas? Do you know how tough it is?
acknowledge. Shashwat should know.
It's not my absolute
So
favorite.
I'm talking about the nuance in cooking or a dish.
You know, one who's a concoction.
You know, it's like
who's very
saying,
complicated to make.
like Maggie is tasty.
Yeah,
Of course it is.
it is.
But I'm saying it, the nuance of it is simple, right?
Yeah.
So it can't be compared to, let's say, a finely made spaghetti, which requires the right amount of oil, the right amount of cooking, the right amount of veggies or meat or whatever you put. There's a way, no?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
do not compare a aloo ka bonda, which is just fried with 2 buns, with something as fine
No.
as dahi bhalla, which
I think
requires a lot of
we really need
the
to make him
texture
taste
of
that.
the.
But I like
Make me taste it. Do you know where I come from?
Punjabi. You are a
Do you know which city I come from?
Comes from Pune.
Oh.
So you don't need me to taste that.
No, I'm not talking about aloo bonda. I'm talking about the proper aloo ki tikki.
I'm not talking about aloo
Even if
tikki.
it's
He
a
doesn't-
lache
Vada
wali.
pav.
He doesn't even
Oh,
understand.
okay.
Vada
He's talking about vada
I was
pav.
talking. Okay, I thought about something.
Yeah. So I'm
I
saying
thought about bread
he. So it's the same. It is bread tikki
Yeah,
only. It's
but-
just got a different name. It is bread tikki. What is it?
bread tikki. Yikes.
You know, I'm saying
Bloody,
it's just
you
a
disappoint
different.
me every single time.
Oh,
Bread tikki.
Arey
Yikes.
No, I like vada pav. It's a nice thing, but it cannot be compared to something that requires a more nuance to make. Like dahi ballas, they require nuance. The ballas are very tough to make. Then the texture of the curd matters, and the masala that you put in and how it's made. That nuance is not there.
Confused it with bread tikki.
Even bread tikki is
Yeah.
the same. It doesn't require
No,
nuance.
but it is,
So even
it
if
is
you
better. It is better.
no, taste though, I'm saying Maggi is amazing, but can you compare it to?
Gulati,
It's
you
not about the
disappoint me
taste.
every single time.
Gulati is not about the taste. It's about what you're talking
And you
about.
call me old.
Okay, it's like, for example, a picture that I might take would look beautiful. Okay, but you can't compare it to a hand painted thing of that same thing. That will not look as good as the picture, but there's a different art in it. No, that's what I'm saying. You cannot compare an aloo tikki or whatever with the dahi wala. Similarly,
Tikki
Maggi
today.
cannot be compared to spaghetti, right? So you can like the taste. I'm not disputing the taste, but I'm saying it has to be compared.
This was Tikki Today edition.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bread tikki. Yikes. Nightmare. I'll have nightmares today.
It's kind of, it's like a different version
He
of vada
hasn't
pav.
had it from good places in Delhi.
He doesn't go to Delhi only, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe for a change tomorrow he will. That also comes with its own problems.
Why? Don't get me started. Yeah. So yeah, this T20I done, and 3 days later the caravan moves down the Coromandel coast to Chennai.
That's right.
Yep, the second
Chapok.
T20.
And then they come to Rajkot, I believe.
Oh yes.
Shubham Gar say, Nikhil sir, Maggi is a work of art. So many machines need to work correctly to package it correctly. Texture has to be right. Magic lies in producing it. No,
101%.
no, it is not. See, again, as I said, you are confusing taste of a product to the artistry required to produce it. They are produced by machines, and that does not make it.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a piece of art. But I get your feeling. We all love Maggi, especially on a winter day or in the hills. You know. Steaming, we of course do, but
The greatest
you know what I'm
creation.
getting at.
The greatest creation of humankind. That
Rather unhealthy too, with a lot of lead in it.
it is.
Or not.
Yeah, it was banned for
It
about a
has
year
lead.
or two here.
It has a lot of lead in
I
it.
think
I
it was
can't even
about.
remember the last time I had it.
It was, I think, 15 or 16.
Maybe
That
2-3
period
months
which
back,
was
maybe.
banned. Then some other came. Some other
Yeah,
company
the
came.
Atta Maggi.
Saranj has
No,
it
but
very
it's
often.
the same thing.
He will
But
disagree
atta
with
is
us.
not atta.
Nah,
It's the same thing.
The man over there hiding in the corner, he's conveniently decided to turn away because he loves Maggie and he has it very
No,
often.
I also have it once in a while. It's really nice.
Once in a while and once in like every couple of days.
That much I don't. I used to. I went to boarding school, so there was staple for us because beyond our regular food, when you're hungry, what else can you get? Yeah, he's right.
Yeah.
It is.
Though that's
So
not
can
true,
be makhanas.
Saranj,
And an omelette.
Yeah, I also stayed alone, and I started eating healthy. You can do it, and I was no cook. You find ways if you want to. Don't make that as an excuse because I'm alone. I know, but there are other things also which I learned, which is very easy to cook, as easy as Maggi, and can be healthy.
Niyat.
So do it. It'll help you in the long run. When you reach my age, you won't be bedridden. You'll be active.
Yeah.
His physical age, yeah. Biological age, physical age, both don't match. Mismatch.
That's why I don't play singles when I take him for badminton. He wants to play doubles.
He's
Doubles.
sweating like a
right,
pig
double
the other
kilo.
day.
I'm not feeling comfortable with these comments.
These are work related. This is not work.
Sharp voice says that Sanjay is heard talking to Gautam Gambhir and Sky as he wasn't told that they're playing full strength side. He complained to his dad that he want second string
It's a
team.
mean,
Yeah, that
mean comment, sharp voice. That's not a sharp comment.
It's a shrill voice. Yeah.
So you're hitting him below the belt.
I know. Seriously.
Okay. On that note,
Yep.
we're going to take your leave. Thank you so much for your company. If you joined us late, we had a very healthy discussion right at the start. So do check that out if you missed it. If you joined the
Much
program.
healthier than Maggie.
Yeah, much healthier than that. We'll take your leave. Thanks again for joining us. Tomorrow we're going to be back since no match day. Dugout, same time, 6:15.
Yes.
We'll see you then. So you guys take care. Good night.
Nandri, vanakkam, shubh ratri, shabba khair, eat your vegetables, Don't trouble your mother. Stay safe and subscribe to Sports Today.
I just realized, we were in test mode all this while last couple of months, that tonight, the good night is actually well timed for once. Otherwise, it'd be like 8 in the evening.
Yeah.
But this is the right time to hit the sheets.
ठीक है. चलो. Bye bye.
Good night. Bye.